Pull up in motorcades. I got a show today. It's all I'm trying to do. Hustle and motivate. Choppers a throwaway. Hustle the overweight. That's why they follow me, They think I know the way. Cause I took control of things. Ballin' the solo way. And if you pattern my trend, I make you my protege. Slossin' that soldier race. Niggas don't know them days. Take you in back of the buildings. Make you expose your rage. Take you across the tracks. Make you explode the face. Now you official now. But you got a soul to save. I just been cooking that new. I'm about to drop in a few. Think if I call it the great, the people gon' call it the truth. I ain't really trip on the credit. I just paid all of my dues. I just respected the game. Now my name all in the news. Tripping on all of my moves. Quote me on this, got a lot more to prove. Remember I came in this bitch, fresh out the county with nothing to lose.
No, on the ground, you. But I don't do this shit for nothing. No, not at all. You, but my money real, that you do. Oh yeah, so I don't do this shit for nothing.
Sweet. Let's get it. Let's get it. So, right, starting on the weekly, we talked about this area, right? Single low, imbalance, right? We also have some volume imbalances in here as well that we traded to. But more importantly, what I was pointing out last week was these relatively equal lows here. This single low, right? Daily busy. Sure enough, trade down to it today. All right, we traded down into these daily busies, which is very nice. We were all the way up here on Friday. All right. Gap down, right, on the open. New week opening gap. And now we're trading aggressively to the downside, right? We rated a lot of sell side liquidity. We've also traded to some busies, right? Some buy side imbalances, sell side inefficiencies. All right, there's our new week opening gap right here. Hourly short-term high here, possibly short-term low here. Short-term high on the 15-minute. All right, since we traded down into those daily busies, right, and purged a lot of sell-side liquidity, be waiting for a shift in market structure higher. Right, displacing above a short-term high, maybe on the 15-minute. 15-minute or 1 hour. I got this new week opening gap here. All right. Possible turning points to go lower. I mean, I don't see too much as of now, right? But for liquidity wise, I would just say these relatively equal lows, right? And then this sell side liquidity here, right, with a single low. That'd be the only thing I'm kind of eyeing, that if we decide to draw lower, we can aim for. But I would only aim for that if we trade up into this 4-hour imbalance or the new week opening gap. Other than that, though, I'll be looking for the longs. Got no news today. Wait, no, actually, just kidding. We have 10 a.m. news. 10 a.m. news dropping here in a little bit.
Right, I was been supposed to change up. I was been supposed to fold all this pressure. I was been supposed to change up. Nigga, what would I look like? I come from the hood, I represent the only way up. Had to hustle, boy, I'm trying to touch a toy. I'm trying to fuck these LA streets up. Think it's safe to say that I did it, look, nigga, up. All black, every day. In my 600 bands with a heavy chain. Look, you deserve a real nigga with money and some things in life that won't never change. Me, fell in love with a cute. A celebrity herself probably fuck with her music. She the one that the shit fit, but I can't stop her love. Yeah, look, all that stress on my brain, right? Poker face, I'm in the game, right? Need a week to think, maybe 8 nights. So promethazine in a straight flight. Let me cut on my phone, let me get in my zone. Let me sit on myself, just leave a nigga alone. I'll be back in a few, got some rapping to do. Got some stacking still running, got some lapping to do. Oh, jokes to the side, niggas know that they ain't fucking with the flow I provide. Yo, notice how I started out a flow has evolved.
Check out the 5-minute. All right, we got this short-term high here. All right, displacement, fair value gap. This short-term high, displacement, fair value gap, but just no entry.
And if I'm at the game, you can bet your bottom dollar that I sit on floor. And if I'm at the fight, you can bet your bottom dollar sweat hit my whore.
Won't take no loss, won't take days off. We go so hard until we fall. Won't take no loss, won't take days off. We go so hard until we fall. A nigga used to dream.
Let's make sure all the accounts are good to go. Looking good. Okay, sweet. Right, draws and liquidity. Let's see here. Right, there's no real buy side liquidity we could draw towards unless we're talking about up here. Right, a lot of buy side liquidity, just like in relatively equal highs, single highs, right, highs inside imbalances, right, highs inside imbalances here, new week opening gap. Right, that's kind of the only thing that I can see here that we could draw towards that I like is this new week opening gap. Right there.
It's just a playground for the moon swings. Die for the color of your shoestrings. Wish I had a different way to view things. You either had a rap book or had a hoop drink. For a time on the road. Make time.
And Wong, new week opening gap.
It's year what I gross. Did that for the bros. One time for the coach. Light one nigga smoke.
Right.
Shoot guns never choke. Hey, for a time on the road. Make time for
But a lot of volatility coming in. Right, these past few days, past week. Right, we've had some like the biggest range days in the ES, right, in all asset classes, right, in a long time. Right, some huge range we've been seeing. Right, some huge ranges we've been seeing. And people safe and then I'm in the bank again. You know I play to win. I went from paper thin into a spacious crib. Ain't gotta make my bed. I mean steak and eggs. You know the straight bed. What's your guys' thoughts?
Make time for your folks. here trying to win. Pull up to the spot, it's a flock of beers. So much smoke, need oxygen. Free up money, that's not to spend. All gold bottles, that talks again. Standing on the couch, me and my accomplices. Pop a bottle, spot the bitch. Get the bitch, got the bitch. Streets wanna know when you dropping it. Police wanna know how you got your six.
Yeah, let me know. What do you guys think of the big ranges we've been having the past few days, weeks? Right. It started kind of middle July. Right, and there's a 2% down day here, and then we have like 100 plus handle days, right? Back to back. I think this is the 4th day consecutively of over 100 handles, right? Wednesday, the 31st, 118, 99, 113. Today we're already at like 170. 170, sheesh. Huge ranges, huge ranges.
Look at my life, my friend. I got the right to win. I put the grinding in, even on them nights when them lights was dim. When my hope was low, I found light within. I know it's ups and downs, so every loss I took, I knew to strike again.
Huge ranges.
And I'll be saying a lot.
Which is good to see. We like volatility, right?
And if we live in a hell, is it alright to sin? I had a goal to chase, a life to live.
Right, until we get more definitive structure, right? Kind of just sitting on the hands, right? Sitting on the sidelines.
Picture me rolling, tip of my chauffeur. Nigga look jealous, gotta control it. Reaching my quota, mixing my soda. Feeling connected to God, trying to get closer. Stepping on roaches, me and my loasters. Just trying to get over, try not to get swallowed by locusts. Trying to stay focused, kinda like Moses. Like somebody chose us, sweat on my shoulder. I feel these emotions, but still I keep going. I've been to a poet, I've been through the motions. I'm feeling heroic, but life is a dice game, and they dare you to blow it. You might get a stripe, man, but that ain't gonna pay for the strollers. It's never enough to console her. Telling your daddy a soldier, she needs you right now in this moment. Now dead on your back, pushing roses. So me, I'm just carving a sculpture and fine-tuning my approaches. Doubling back as the owner. The moment of truth is the opponents, call them promoters.
Picture me rolling with my friends, not a worry. Then we get stopped by the police. Gotta make it home to my baby, 'cause these days niggas going crazy. Gotta make it home to my baby, 'cause these days they say me. Gotta make it home to my baby. Hold up, yeah, look. I bet I'ma make it home to my baby. I bet I'ma bang bang, yeah. I bet I'ma make it home to my baby. I said, I bet I'ma make it home to you, baby.
Mogul and they know that. Logo on my flow mat. Courtside Chamberlain throwback match my Rolex. Everywhere I go flex. Valet park on some low shit. Whole lot of smoke in that Rory, that thing poke. Burning rubber. Wearing cameras, they was undercovers. Under pressure, made statements turned on their brothers. Never judge you, but the streets will never love you. I wonder what it come to in your brain for you to run to. One's the haters, handcuff us and maces. Call us dumb niggas cause our culture is contagious. 3rd generation South Central gangbangers that live long enough to see it change. Think it's time we make arrangements. Finally wiggle out that maze. Find me out in different places. When the smoke by the door, this the infiltration. Double back dressed in blue laces. I flash back on that shootout at the beach, 20 deep. You tried to squeeze your gun jammed and they released. Blood on your teeth. How many stains? I see 3. Bitch started to panic, so I made her switch seats. Driving there, police chopper here flying now. Really not too spooked, calmly ask me, am I dying now? All I know is keep you calm and collected. Cracking jokes like, nigga, now you gon' be finally respected. See your blood leaking, got my foot on his gas. Toss the 40, we pull up to Daniel Free and see crash. You know the alibi, they start shooting, we was standing by. Ain't see nothing but flare from the talents fly. I wasn't there, I was passing by. Matter of fact, don't say shit, I'm just gonna drop you in the back and slide. That's your weed, all the cash is mine. I take them both to the spot, plus your phone till you back online.
Yeah, I'm tryna go down, down as a grave. Every night I get on my knees and pray that I will go down. Yeah, I will go down. Yeah.
Legendary moves, leader of my crew. Heavy is the head that wear the crown, that shit true. Do it like Nip Hustle, that's to fill some big shoes. And what good is excuses when the fucking Bristol? Smoking all this Indo, run away from my pain, rosemary on my temples. Heard that's good for migraines, solo in my benzo. Exit off the highway, solitary thoughts like how to reinvest my side chain.
I'm tryna go down, down as a grave. Every night I get on my knees and pray that I will go down. Yeah, that I will go down. Yeah, I'm tryna go down, down as a leash. Every night I aim, God for the bliss.
Slowly working our way up higher. Got news dropping here in about 10 minutes. Alright, we're about to start the first AM macro session.
So many niggas doing time. Who are you and I? To play with it, it's a blessing, so reach for the sky. Pick up Shady off the block and we'll smoke and drive. Politicking on the block to make it multiply. Keep some bitches on the
Got some relative equalize here.
keep at least a
Alright, nothing too obvious.
30 hours in the
Alright.
spot, going overtime.
And then possible turning points, right? No obvious 15-minute fair value gaps within like this small leg right here. Right? We'd have to get up all the way to like this new week opening gap, right? To find a valid fair value gap, or even, right? And we're looking at buy side liquidity, relative equal highs inside this imbalance here. Right. But I don't think we've turned just quite yet, right? For the buys, for the longs, right? On the higher time frame. Right, we still have this 1 hour short-term high that we would need to take out, right, in order to get that 1 hour bullish shift in market structure. All right, so other than that, right, kind of just being patient, waiting for the news to drop and see where it drives price, and then kind of see what happens after that.
Say the wrong hood, bullets explode, and I trust few people these days, cause that's go. I see niggas get killed for who they roll with and chose to keep inside they circle, Satan sitting on your sofa. Same nigga that shot you was the one you used to smoke with. Cold shit, my whole clique notorious. You heard of us, 6 souls is murderers. You still serving clubs, jealous nigga, you broke as fuck. Yo, bitch on my nuts, spilling Patron out my cup. She can't get enough, buffing me down as I puff on the finest kush. They say I be doing too much, I just do my stuff. Yeah, I just do my stuff. Hustle, hustle, blue laces, shield cases, check bodies, we don't leave no traces. Big faces, suitcases, if you ain't no hoe, we get paid, bitch. Blue laces, shield cases, check bodies, we don't leave no traces. Big faces, suitcases, if you ain't no hoe, we get paid, get paid, get paid, get paid, get paid, get paid. We the best music. DJ Khaled. You keep taking me higher, higher. Yeah. Don't you know that the devil is a liar? I know they'd rather see me down, put my soul in the fire. But we keep going higher, higher. Look, my granny 88, she had my uncle in there. A miscarriage back to back every year for like 10. Pregnant with my mom's, doctor told her it was slim. Was bed row for 9 months, but gave birth in the end. Pops turned 60, he proud what we done. In one generation, he came from Africa young. He said he met my mom's at the Century Club. Los Angeles love, kinda like Hustle and Bug. Money turned 10, cross turned 2. Starting to see this life shit from a bird's view. We the ones that made millions off the curve. Fool in this rap shit 10. Never made nerd moves. Hey, whoa. You keep taking me higher and higher. Yeah, Khaled. But don't you know that the devil is a liar? I know. Right back. They'd rather see me down, put my soul in the fire. But we keep going higher, higher. Yeah, talk to 'em. Emptied out the clip, it was broad day. Fuck niggas always gotta learn the hard way. We gon' tape it off if we ball play. Put a half a moon crescent on your ball fade. Police hit the lights, that's a car chase. Looking back at my life, make my heart race. Dance with the devil and test all faith. I was thinking chess moves, but it was God grace. Crooked ass whoever till we all straight. With no shame, I peep game and it's all fake. South Central state of mind, high crime rate. Homicide, hate gang banging to get you all day. Look at my face. Keep taking me higher and higher. Told Khaled bounce the phone to the bar break. But don't you know that the devil is a liar? I know. They'd rather see me down, put my soul in the fire. But we keep going higher, higher. Higher. Oh Lord. Can you feel it? Pop at you lanes, cause I'm sucker proof. Don't play no games, boy, I'm buster proof. Pop at you lanes, cause I'm sucker proof. Don't play no games, boy, I'm buster proof. Pop at you lanes, cause I'm sucker proof. Don't play no games, boy, I'm buster proof. Pop at you lanes, cause I'm sucker proof. Don't play no games, boy, I'm buster proof. Look, I don't give a fuck what you niggas done. I don't give a fuck where you niggas from. Throw you in your mouth, go and get a gun. Then you slumped on the scene, that's a hit and run. Oh y'all bloods now, oh y'all crips now. Fuck it, I'm big draws, I'm Jake Prince now. I'm frontline wars, we can't fix now. Bought latex gloves, that's no prince now. If you broke bread, you got chip now. Couple things you can't buy inside this town. Loyalty, love, and respect. The niggas will extort you out your check. Pop at you lanes, cause I'm sucker proof. Don't play no games, boy, I'm buster proof. Pop at you lanes, cause I'm sucker proof. Don't play no games, boy, I'm buster proof. Pop at you lanes, cause I'm sucker proof. Don't play no games, boy, I'm buster proof. Pop at you lanes, cause I'm sucker proof. Don't play no games, boy, I'm buster proof. Look, I don't give a fuck how you niggas feel. I can tell a fake, I can tell a real. Got a purple heart out the battlefield. Now watch me levitate to 100 mil. Fuck a pound, nigga, fuck a pill. I negotiate a better deal. Fuck around, nigga, yes I will. Take a life or I take a ill. Time to even out the playing field. These niggas wasn't playing fair. Solo still made it here. Rich real.
Yo, got news dropping here in about 5 minutes.
Crazy motherfucker named Nipsey. I'm turned up cause I grew up in the 60s. Caution to you rap niggas try and diss me. I go hard. That's why your bitch wanna flip me. Big guns, nigga turn right.
I got that short-term high here. Watching that overlaps with the 1 hour. Or just kidding. That's this high somewhere in here. 1 hour short-term high is up here, right? 52.77. Alright, but we got a 15-minute little short-term high right here. 52.35, about 30 handles lower. Other than that though, right? We got about 2 minutes before this news drops. Kind of take it from there.
I'm prolific, so gifted. I'm the type that's gon' go get it. No kidding. Breaking down a swish in front of your building. Sitting on the steps, feeling no feelings. Last night it was a cold killing. You gotta keep the devil in his hole, nigga. But you know how it go, nigga. I'm front line every time it's on, nigga. 100 pro flow, run and shoot pro. 458 drop, playing bulletproof soul. Every few new shows, I just buy some new gold. Circle got smaller, everybody can't go. Downtown Diamond District, jewelers like yo. Hustle, holla at me, I got Cubans on the low. Through the Cancun, smoking Cubans on the boat. Then dock that Tulum just to smoke. Look, listening to music at the Mayan ruins. True devotion on the bluest ocean. Cruising, my cultural influence, even revolution. I'm integrated vertically, y'all niggas blew it. They tell me hustle, dumb it down, you might confuse them. This ain't that weirdo rap you motherfuckers used to. Yeah. Yeah, this your life, you can play with it. You make your bed, you gon' lay in it. Do your thing, just be safe with it. Triple bunks in the state prison. Blue laces in my blue chucks. I ain't never gave $2.
Here we go. We got news dropping here in about a minute.
Asking if that nigga nip hood, what? Like I wouldn't take it to the back with you. Same nigga walking track with you. Same nigga shot a strap with you. Same nigga bought a sack with you. 19 touching 2 birds. Alpina's off a few swerves. Gray leather in my white Lincoln. Shit smelling like a new purse.
There we go. Got less than 30 seconds. Right, we got no 15-minute fair value gaps on either side. Right, unless we're talking a considerable amount away. Right, so this low is about 70 handles. We go about 70 handles high. We're looking at this short-term high here. Right, and we're currently inside like a low 1-minute fair value gap right now. So let's see what this news has to bring.
Tears, they don't fly here. And if you don't die here, you're supposed to fly Lears. 365 here is like a dog year. No wonder why
Right, getting some displacement higher right now. Alright, we drop down to the 1 minute. 40. Oh, sheesh. 41 handles in a 1 minute candle. That's crazy. That is a huge range. Huge range. Dude, we're talking about, it's about to be a 50 plus point candle right now. 47 and a half in one candle. 47 and a half handles in one candle. That's crazy. That's crazy. All right, we got some really big ranges lately. Some really big ranges. All right, some good volatility kicking in. All right. We love some volatility. Alright, it might just be a reading day. The ranges are so big you can't even squeeze anything in. Alright, like let's look at that little. Oh yeah. But nonetheless, right? See if we trade up into this NWOG. New week opening gap. That's kind of the only thing I see. Alright, we're taking a short-term high here. If we create a 15-minute busy here, right, then I'll be looking for a shift in market structure on the lower time frame to go higher to draw towards this new week opening gap. But other than that, right, if this doesn't get left open, right, not watching too much. Right, not watching too much. It's very interesting to see how big these ranges have been this past couple days, weeks, right, compared to most days.
Remember when we had no way? No way, but we'll be okay for now. We'll be okay for now and here on now. Now you up, huh? Make it hard to trust, huh? Got you fucked up, saying it was luck, huh? Pulling up, huh? Limo tent the trucks, huh? Open trust, huh? Then you fill 'em up, huh? Every time a nigga drop, it's real as fuck, huh? Every time you hit the road, you fill 'em up, huh? Whole city know that you became the one, huh? They seen it from the jump, huh? The pressure where it done, huh? Especially where you come from. Every night, heavy price, but it's just the cloth you cut from. It's alright, it's just life if you want one. Learn to hold yourself down with a big gun. All these niggas playing tough, you gon' chip one. For these dollars a decade, you a risk one. Fuck it though, cause when you flat broke, you ain't nothing, bro. Seen a gang of rich niggas get comfortable. Then looking at they watch like where the fuck it go. Through my eyes I learned lessons like time is of the essence, and my grind got obsessive. Then my mind got restless, put myself in the game, but batteries so separate. Question: since when do real niggas come second? So I kick the dough down, getting more now. Nigga need at least like 30 for the show now. Whoa now, realest out of SoCal. Baby wanna fuck, I'm like, slow down. I'm eating cheese eggs in my hotel. Hustle sold out, nigga retail and wholesale. Me ballin' hurt your feelings? Oh well, all money in, I pull coattails, nigga.
When everybody loves me, living in a dream world. How'd I get so lucky? Tell me how.
I feel like a legend in these Puma sways. I'ma still make millions when this music fade. Reinvent every time the music change. My gut had me feeling like I knew the way. I feel like I spoke for my generation. All game in my demonstration. To my gang, I'm a different greatness. Pay dues, never missed a payment. Stay true, now it's entertainment. Feel like I'm built for whatever storm. Whatever way the game tests me in whatever form. All them dark times that they never saw. I feel like I stand tall and can never fall. I feel like a one-on-one. Like the last dope boy in the game with 100 tons. Tupac at the troublesome. A boosie badass. Drop a bag on you niggas if I want it done.
When everybody loves me, living in a dream world. How'd I get so lucky?
Fuck where your hoes at, or where your roads at.
Alright, we just rated those relatively equal highs we kind of pointed out in the lower time frames. These guys right here. I rated that here.
Ain't no guarantees, but you know that.
We're kind of just hanging out.
Can't control that. King Griffey throwback. Nigga had to go left. Must have popped 28 times cause it's 4 left. If it's about mine, ain't a nigga that I won't check. Run through your hardest homeboy, you could go next. 85 cut dog, hustle had the Rolex. Chain on my white tee, now you see the progress. Stacked every chip on myself, time to collect. All money in, just imagine what I gross back. Fuck where your hoes at, or where your roads at. Where your backbone, nigga, where your code at. Where your down since day one, real bros at. Where them stories that you tellin' unfold at. Where your heart, nigga, where your soul at. We got old school ways we expose at. Ain't no guarantees, but you know that. Niggas die every day, can't control that. That's why I call my thing the marathon, because I'm not gonna lie and portray this ultimate poise like I've had it figured out. Nah, I just didn't quit. That's the only distinguishing quality from me and probably whoever else going through this or went through this or is gonna go through this, is that I ain't quit. I went through every emotion. I went through every emotion with trying to pursue what I'm doing. You know what I mean? And I think that what gonna separate whoever's gonna try to go for something is that you ain't gonna quit. Unless, you know, you're gonna really take the stance if I'm gonna die behind what I'm getting at right now. Fuck where your hoes at, or where your roads at. Where your backbone, nigga, where your
Alright, just trading down into that 1 minute fair value gap. Alright, nothing too crazy yet. Alright, got this low here, high here. Alright, but other than that, alright, nothing too crazy going on.
I think that our reaction to being disrespected, we have to reassess how we react. You know what I mean? I think that we've been known as hip hop to make songs, and that's a part of it. And then we gotta go a step further, because I think that
it's like a disease in your body. Once you start giving it a treatment, it'll get immune to the treatment. And you gotta try something else to kill that disease. So I think protest music is important. I think that YG was a genius.
Fuck where your hoes at, or where your roads at, where your backbone, nigga, where your code at, where your down since day one real bros at, where them stories that you telling unfold at, where your heart, nigga, where your soul at. We got old school ways we expose that. Ain't no guarantees, but you know that. Niggas die every day, can't control that.
Right, just slowly working our way lower. Let's see how this 15-minute candle closes here.
Out of bounds, 40 cal, 30 rounds. You make it from nothing, such a wonderful feeling. My clothes expensive, my hoes are billing.
Start to lose friends when they notice you winning. They see that we winning. Start to lose friends when they notice you winning. They see that we winning.
Look, came to get money, pat on my back cause I did it. I pull up in foreign, blowing smoke through the ceiling. You make it from nothing, such a wonderful feeling. My clothes expensive, my hoes are billing. My cars go fast, my pockets is fat. I take your bitch and we go shopping in Saks. I'm a popular Mac, never stop for them brats. Flipped a lot of them racks, boy I fuck with this rap. Niggas hustling back, so they stuck in the set. Playing Russian roulette, me I'm puffing the best. I'm a fucking exec, money, power, respect. All my weapons is fresh, on the west I'm a wreck. I'm the fucking connect, I can cut you a check. I can put you in the game, let you hustle the rest. Got a lust for success, you know it come with the stress. So we party every night, what the fuck you expect? Look, round, out of bounds, 40 cal, 30 rounds. You make it from nothing, such a wonderful feeling. My clothes expensive, my hoes are billing.
Start to lose friends when they notice you winning. Winning, winning, winning. They see that we winning. Start to lose friends when they notice you winning. Winning, winning, winning. They see that we winning. Never gonna love no broke ass bitch. Now one broke bitch gon' change. Mr. Right back, and shit break. Whip goes like a break back slave. Mr. LA, I just caught a lift. Dug it out the mud like a forklift. I went some ballin' ass blood, some cold crisp. Don't get drugged out the club like a coke bitch. I turned it later in the article. The nigga switched on me like an audible. Dodging the fade, it ain't affordable. My pull-up game came with a yard.
Alright, we're still kind of just chilling inside of there. Next thing I'll be watching, right, it's a 10:30 turn. We'll see what we get around there. Alright, we're kind of just staying inside this 1 minute fair value gap here. Trading down into it. Right, feeling the low end of that 1 minute busy here. Right here. But other than that, right, be waiting for that 10:30 turn. See where we're at there. Right, 15-minute candle closes here in about 2.5 minutes. Right, completely different, right, than right at the open of the candle. Right, this was like a 50 plus handle candle at one point. Right, we're down to only about 12, just 8 handles right now. So we got 2 minutes left on that. Check out the 5 minute. 5 minute, we have the short term low here. right? After coming up, purging those little relatively equal highs, right? Some small little buy side liquidity. Right, but other than that, right, we don't really have any lower. Right, we don't have any lower fair value gaps, right? This small little guy right here. Other than that, though, right, it's just short-term lows, right? We got relatively equal lows here, right? And we got this sell side liquidity here, right? Sell side liquidity, sell side liquidity. It's kind of like the only thing that we're working with right now. Same thing on the 3-minute, 2-minute, relatively the same.
Train riding west side with the young extras. These old rules came with no questions. Wrong and live by, but it's no exceptions. Was young and reckless with loaded weapons. It's code of ethics and self-destruction. When it's over, you left with nothing. This life ain't it, boy, better check the subtext or the fine print. Felt entitled to this fly shit. Felt like every bad bitch should be on my dick. Felt like niggas lied to us on some fraud shit. Fuck it, that's the title ball bounce on some ball shit. Right here with all my brothers on some squad shit. All money, one nation under God shit. Neighborhood MC hustle on some ball shit. AKA nigga born broke, that'll die rich. What they call you, where you from, nigga? In my city, that was question number one, nigga. Looking at the legend I become, nigga. I can't help but feeling like I am the one, nigga. What they call you, where you from, nigga? What they call you, where you from, nigga? What they call you, where you from, nigga? I can't help but feeling like I am the one, nigga.
The nigga had the nerve to walk up on me, ask me where I'm from. I told him I ain't bang it, didn't listen, so I gave him one. Knocked us a ditty one. Nigga tried to hit him up. Now he wanna get him up and set it up and wet it up. Now I'm from the hood, checking niggas on the daily. Started off BG, OG, baby. Real live homie, 2 heaters in my seat. Had to check a nigga at the Compton swap meet. Where you from? I don't bang. Where you live? Where you hang? Say the wrong thing, then bang. Lights out, kites out to the homies in the pen. Crippin' in the city, we ain't letting cuz in. A lot of niggas camouflage, try to blend in to fit in. Get a hood rat so they can sit in. But if she got a brother, a daddy, or a cousin, they hit your ass up like a motherfucker. Where you from, cuz?
What they call you, where you from, nigga? In my city, that was question number one, nigga. Looking at the legend I become, nigga. I can't help but feeling like I am the one, nigga. What they call you, where you from, nigga? What they call you, where you from, nigga? What they call you, where you from, nigga? I can't help but feeling like I am the
Bitch,
one.
I'm dope, way too dope. I'm talking about a motherfucker had to sell dope. I had to chase dreams, I was in the ghetto with a tattoo artist and a few stand dose. I had to make moves, it was confidential. Bring the drama to your ass like we banging death, bro.
Alright, we got, these are like crazy 8 1/4, right? 12, 40 something handles. Alright, we're getting some really big ranges here, which is great for the volatility, right? We want the market to be moving. Alright, well, we're just kind of sitting on the hands, right, till we get something that is presented to us within the model.
Last time that I checked, there's 5 chains on my neck. It was no smut on my rap last time that I checked. I was selling zones in the set, make a $250,000, no sweat last time that I checked. I'm the streets voice out west, legendary self-made progress last time that I checked. First you get the money, then respect, then the power and the hoes come next last time that I checked. I've been self-made from the dribble, I was been saying I'm a killer. Nah, playing no games with you niggas, pop clutch, switch lanes on you niggas. Nah, I I laid down the game for you niggas, taught you how to charge more than what they paid for you niggas. On the whole thing for you niggas, reinvest, double up, then explain for you niggas, it gotta be love. Run the city, it gotta be cuz. It's for the pieces I took off the Monopoly board. Hey, y'all niggas false claims, it gotta be fraud. Just keep the hood about your mouth and you gotta be charged. I doubled up, tripled up, nigga what? Banged on the whole game, I ain't give a fuck. Nobody tripping, handle business, got my digits up. And when I drop, you know I'm about to fuck time that I check. It was 5 chains on my neck. It was no smut on my rap last time that I checked. I was selling zones in the set. Make a $250,000, no sweat last time that I checked. I'm the streets voice out west. Legendary self-made progress last time that I checked. First you get the money, then respect. Then the power and the hoes come next last time that I checked. I don't stress out, nigga. Poke my chest out, nigga. Wait on my show to bring the best out, nigga. Get it right or you get left out, nigga. Look, playing pocket my cassette loud, nigga. I remember feeling like a stepchild, nigga. I would hate to see my mama stressed out, nigga. And Black Sam to tell me poke your chest out, nigga. I could die today, I made the set proud, nigga. And I could fly away, but I respect vows, nigga. Used to always say I make the whole world feel us. Now I'm on a tour around the whole world, nigga. Paparazzi waiting at my hotel, nigga. Smoking while I'm driving, that's with no else, nigga. 20 bands a month, just for your bills, nigga. Princess cut diamonds up in your grill, nigga. Now smile in every camera and show your trill, nigga. You feed them what you want, cause that's your kill, nigga. And through the darkest days, I was like, oh well, nigga. West side neighborhood against the whole world, nigga. I don't stress out, nigga. Poke my chest out, nigga. Wait on my show to bring the best out, nigga. Get it right or you get left out, nigga. Look, I never fold under mental pressure. I get better, ain't no code to y'all misconception. I'm just special, this an ode to my intersection. May God bless and save my soul from its imperfection. I can't measure with a number, all these niggas resting.
Yeah.
It's a lot, and you that young and with this
Some
life and
lazy
death.
shit.
You shell shot, but ain't no tears in
What? Count up that low, count up that low. Nigga, count up that low, that's just what I do. Count up that low, nigga. What? Count up that low, count up that low. Look, count up that low, count up that low. Look, black on black beans, young niggas salute. Look, gold Cuban links, just rapping my roots. Look, blood, sweat, and tears, just squeezing my fruits. Look, top of my game, and what's up with you? Look, pop at you lames, cause I'm sucker proof. Look, don't play no games, boy, I'm busted proof. Can't fuck with me, I don't fuck with you. You a fucking fraud, I'm the fucking truth. I went solo on that ass, I think I'm fucking Snoop. Solo in this game, I'm like fuck the group. Solo in my SLBs like fuck the roof. That's fucking true, that's fucking hoe. Nip motherfucker, looking like a hustler do. I built this label up just like Russell do. Give me 10 years, they gon' be like Russell who? Never trust them fools, get a fucking clue. I skip the meetings, tell them fags, watch my fucking moves. I'm Birdman and blue chucks, watch my fucking shoes. On Suge Knight, I'm Jay Prince, I'm like fuck the rules. I'm Austin Rose, I'm Jonah Berger. This ain't black on black crime, but it's fucking murder. This beat ain't even mixed, but it's fucking perfect. They paid 100 for my tape, and it was fucking worth it. Shout out to Wendy Williams, cause she helped me surface. Shout out my nigga Jigga, cause he made that purchase. Shout out my nigga Sway, my nigga B-Dot. Who kids sold out the first day we had to restock. Look, count up that low, count up that low. Look, black on black beans, young niggas salute. Look, gold Cuban links, just repping my roots. Look, blood, sweat, and tears, just squeezing my fruits. Look, my
We're
nigga.
kind of slowly working our way. Alright, we're chasing back into this little 1 minute to be here. Alright, we're still inside of this 1 minute busy that we created. Right, pretty efficient going back and forth. Alright, but if it can displace below that a little short-term low here, I think that could potentially lead to a shift in market structure. Alright, so we'll sit and wait about 8 minutes or so. See if we get something like that. Right, like a displacement below this short-term low here. right here. But even then, right, we're looking at some huge candles, right? Some huge ranges on these candles. So we'll see. Fits within the model, right? Within the stop loss requirements. All right, can possibly lead to that 5-minute shift to market structure. Right. Right, something like this. All right, we got that little 1-minute shift inside of this shift, or inside of this 1-minute busy. All right, potential shift to market structure inside of there. All right, so we're looking at something like this, right? If this guy were to get left open. All right, but I think the range on here is huge. Yeah, you're looking at like, what is that, 15 handles? A 15 handle stop loss? No, thank you. No, thank you. Right, so, right, we'll kind of just let the ranges settle down, but just be watching that. Right, we'll let that play out. I'll keep the stream live for a few minutes. Right, but it's a little out of our how do you say, a little out of our ballpark right now. All right, a little out of our ballpark. Ranges are just a little too wide for me to engage with and play with right now. So just let it play out. Right, watching this 1-minute fair value gap. All right, we have relatively equal lows here, which is sell side liquidity. All right, aiming for those. All right, even that looks close, but that is like, that's almost, what, 80 handles away? 60 handles? I just let it play out. Watch that 1 minute. Right, can't take anything because it's a little outside the model, right? Outside the stop loss model, but just paying attention to this fair value gap that we're trading up into right now. And yeah.
How you doing, baby? Don't skip nothing. No, play this. This the best album in the world, baby. Very peaceful. You know, just listen. Get some game. It'll take you far. I'm sorry, sweetie. You're better off without you. You're better off without me. But I love you now. I've gave you so much knowledge now. Glad that you are free. You're free, baby. Suck it to me. Oh. You know you're so beautiful. It doesn't matter. Very peaceful. Very peaceful. Very peaceful. Very peaceful. Yes, Lord. But I'm looking like something that a nigga might tap. From Bip City, young niggas pulling jacks. North Face coat with a dirty ass strap. But me, I'm a Mac. I fuck with the hoes. Fuck the puss, bitch. I need a Bitcoin. You probably never knew, but the bitch been going. I don't give a fuck, love. Keep going. That's your pussy. You can do what you want. I use my brain, never hands on the hoe. I never trick off, and they already know. Polo lounge, white tee and some snow. Whip so new, valet didn't know how to park my shit, so I showed them how it go. I got family in the O, that's my cousin Lil Joe. Went to school in the city, civics and in the mall off time. Yeah.
to the bay just to pay me, I'm foolish. I'm a dog, but nigga 100, I ain't next to bitch at all. Don't blame me, blame the bench. Stock AMG had to switch. Tracy, how you been? I'ma keep it 100, I hit it again. My name is Larry, and bitch I'm an Aries, and bitch I'm a player. I don't wanna get married, these niggas is weird, so I'm to the neck. Riding around the bay, I got traps to check. I never hit those, but I checked the net. Told her jump in the shower before she hop in my bed. Player shit, new outfit, I'm killing shit. Barbecue with my niggas on some cool and shit. Yeah, yeah. Nigga off top. Yeah, nigga off top. Yeah, nigga off top. Yeah, man. Nigga off top. How you doing, baby? I know you still think about me. Quit playing, hit a nigga line. Yeah. You know I fuck with you. Yeah. So quit playing with me. Let me talk to you. Baby, yeah. I can do a lot for you. I can be the one you can call when you down. I can be the one you can call when you land. Why you looking sexy like that? Quit playing. Hair on point in her body like that. I'm working on trying to be the best that I can. Believe in yourself, put trust in your plan. You make a nigga wanna jump fresh, dry the rag. Smoking, cooling, laughing, was had half moon bay just to grab some lunch. I was giving up, but you came in clutch. I've been texting baby girl couple of months. She make a street nigga wanna fall in love with had yeah. Sure. You know I fuck with you. Man. But I brought G with me. Sure. How you doing, love? Yeah. Turn me up. Man. Yeah. A nice day on the block. The trap is moving, the hose is out. Hey, Miss Parker, that body is nice. Your man ain't home, I'm hitting tonight. I'm heading to the motherfucking store. A box of condoms in the water for show. Bounce out, hit the kill switch, ready to go. Oh, bitch on my line and she ready to hoe. See you on the internet with them fake ass posts. Yeah, I got a lot of hoes, shit, what else you wanna know? Check it out, I make a lot of money in Mac. And if you want that little bitch, you can have that back. And these brand new kicks match clean with the hat. And this fresh white tee just to cover the strap. I be all around the states and I'm rocking like that. You be stalking the bitch, I be making them racks. Always knew that I make it, always knew you be faking. Get my socks from Macy's, daily drive a Mercedes. See you looking at shit, bitch drop them digits. You playing hard to get, but I know that you with it. I've been tucked for a minute, but it's time to fuck around. Sweatpants on, still rock the 4 pound. Real street nigga, get the bag, then I'm out. Frisco nigga, but got ties in the south. Whole lot of motherfucking money in his zip. Whole lot of motherfucking bottles in his VIP. She still never met another nigga like me. Fresh ass nigga and I keep it so peak. Probably never follow on the gram, but I still tap. Bent the little bitch over twice and I killed that. I know she probably wanna be my main bitch real bad. So many diamonds in my chain make them feel bad. $100,000 ain't shit, I need real bad. Fuck all the chimney shit, bitch I'm bringing real back. 3 cell phones and I still never call back.
There we go. There we go. Respecting that 1 minute Sibby. Right? And look at it. That thing already fell. 20 plus handles. That's only a few candles right there. This is the 1 minute chart too, which is crazy, right? To think that we're getting this big of ranges, right? This big of ranges on the 1 minute. All right, but as we anticipated, respecting that 1 minute fair value gap. Right, just ranges are just too wide, right? Right, but other than that, right, just watching that, and yeah, that's about a wrap. We got some. Do we have any news tomorrow? Let's see. No news tomorrow. Next news is 8:30 on Thursday. All right, that's about it. Other than that, though, all right, good reads for today. Appreciate everybody for tuning in. We'll be back on tomorrow. And until then, peace out.